In the vibrant African village of Naluba, where the sun painted the horizon with strokes of gold at dawn and shades of crimson at dusk, lived Jelani, a man of noble character and captivating presence. His skin glowed like the twilight sun, complemented by deep, serene eyes reflecting the wisdom of tranquil waters. Ebony curls framed his regal face, and his infectious smile radiated warmth and sincerity. Jelani was the only son of Baba Nuru, a man whose wealth was as vast as the savannas and as deep as the village folklore. The sprawling compound of Baba Nuru stood as a testament to the family's prosperity, with gardens that bloomed year-round and courtyards echoing with the songs of exotic birds. Servants attended to Jelani's needs, making his life one of unparalleled luxury, a mosaic of privilege and comfort. Despite the luxury surrounding him, Jelani's world was shadowed by loss. His mother, a woman of stunning beauty and kindness, had passed away when Jelani was just a boy. This loss created an unbreakable bond between Jelani and his father, a bond strengthened by shared sorrow and understanding. Following his wife's death, Baba Nuru made a solemn vow. He promised that his vast wealth would one day belong to Jelani and the woman he chose to marry. This promise was not only a gesture of love, but also a testament to his belief in Jelani as the rightful heir to his legacy. However, this promise was a thorn in the side of Baba Nuru's second wife, Amina. Amina, a woman of striking beauty but cold heart, had married Baba Nuru hoping to elevate her status and secure a prosperous future for any children she might bear. Yet, Baba Nuru's vow to Jelani threatened to overshadow her ambitions, planting seeds of discord within the compound walls. The village, unaware of the brewing storm within the household, continued to admire the family with a mix of respect and envy. As Jelani grew into a young man of beauty and intelligence, Baba Nuru began to consider his future, particularly his marriage. He dreamed of uniting his son with a woman of wealth and influence, someone who could protect and augment the fortune he would leave behind. Unbeknownst to him, his plans for Jelani's future only deepened the divide within his family, setting the stage for a conflict that would test the bonds of love and loyalty. Amina watched from the shadows, her heart boiling with envy as Jelani, graceful and beloved, wandered through the gardens of his father's compound. The wealth and status that Baba Nuru promised Jelani were supposed to be her legacy, Amina thought bitterly. But as long as Jelani charmed those around him, her own children stood no chance. Amina's scheming mind began to weave its dark tapestry, plotting to rid the family of Jelani once and for all. Her first scheme was a master stroke of malice cloaked in a guise of affection. She commissioned a beautiful necklace, one that would sparkle magnificently against Jelani's skin. However, its beauty was a facade, for Amina had the clasp coated with a slow-acting poison, one that would seep into Jelani's skin upon contact. She presented it to Jelani on his birthday, her lips curved in a sinister smile hidden behind feigned warmth. However, fate intervened on the very day Jelani decided to wear the necklace. A clumsy spill of wine necessitated a change of attire and accessories, and the necklace was forgotten, relegated to the depths of Jelani's jewelry box. With this, Amina's first plot failed. Undeterred, Amina concocted a more direct approach. She learned of Jelani's secret fondness for walking alone in disguise in the nearby woods, where the young man found solace and inspiration. Amina hired a band of rogues to attack Jelani during one of his walks. But she underestimated Jelani's bond with his father's trusted servants. Kwame, the most devoted, sprang to his defense, thwarting the mercenaries' attack and sending them scattering into the shadows. In the frustration of these foiled schemes, Amina's heart grew even darker, her jealousy festering into a venomous resolve. She realized that indirect methods would not suffice. She would need to craft a plan so cunning, so devastating that nothing could possibly intervene this time. Amina's determination to remove Jelani from her path to power grew more desperate. She decided her next attempt would be both insidious and inescapable. In the heart of the bustling, verdant village of Naluba, as the community admired the family's compound, Amina crafted her most diabolical scheme yet. She invited Jelani to a banquet supposedly in his honor, planning to poison his drink with a toxin that was virtually undetectable. However, as the day approached, her plan was unexpectedly thwarted by an overheard conversation. A loyal servant, overhearing Amina's whispered instructions to her accomplice, alerted Baba Nuru of the impending danger. Faced with this betrayal within his own household, Baba Nuru was forced to confront the truth about Amina's malevolence. The evening meant to be Jelani's doom turned into a confrontation. With great sorrow and a sense of betrayal, Baba Nuru had Amina removed from their home and placed under the watchful eyes of the village elders, ensuring she could no longer harm his son. This episode shook the foundations of the household, but it also cleared the path for a new chapter in Jelani's life. Baba Nuru, now painfully aware of the fragility of his family's harmony, decided it was time for Jelani to marry, not just to protect the family's wealth, but to ensure his happiness and the continuation of their lineage. Word was sent far and wide, inviting suitors to come and vie for Jelani's hand. Among those who arrived was Layla, the daughter of a neighboring chief, known for her wisdom and grace. Unlike the other suitors who came with pomp and lavish gifts, Layla brought a simple offering, a book of ancient wisdom that had belonged to her grandmother. This gesture caught Jelani's attention, offering a different kind of richness, one of spirit and intellect. As the suitors' parade dazzled with wealth and ambition, Layla and Jelani found themselves drawn to each other, their conversations meandering through gardens of philosophical musings and shared dreams. It was a connection that transcended the material, rooted in mutual respect and intellectual kinship. However, Amina, even from her seclusion, continued to weave her dark threads. Unable to reach Jelani directly, she conspired with outsiders to sabotage the budding relationship between Jelani and Layla. She spread rumors about Layla's past, hoping to sow seeds of doubt in Jelani's mind. These rumors momentarily clouded Jelani's feelings, causing tension and misunderstandings between him and Layla. Realizing the strength of their bond, they sought the counsel of Baba Nuru, who had grown wise to the cruel taint of unfounded gossip. With his guidance, Jelani and Layla confronted the rumors together, seeking the truth and ultimately reinforcing their trust in each other. In the wake of these trials, Jelani proposed to Layla under the golden sunset that mirrored the day they first met. The proposal was not just an affirmation of love, but also a declaration of defiance against the conspiracies that had sought to keep them apart. Their wedding was a celebration that united not only two hearts, but two communities, healing old wounds and laying the foundations for a new era. Baba Nuru, seeing his son so genuinely happy and supported, felt a profound peace. He knew that the legacy of his family was no longer just in wealth and land, but in the love and wisdom that Jelani and Layla shared. In time, the village of Naluba came to speak of Jelani and Layla's love as a legend, the kind that taught future generations about the power of integrity, the destructiveness of envy, and the enduring strength of genuine affection. The story of their union, tested by malice but fortified by love, became a beacon of hope and a testament to the transformative power of trust and understanding. Jelani and Layla's union brought not only joy to their lives, but also ushered in a time of peace and prosperity for Naluba. With Amina's malicious influence removed, the village thrived, and their story served as a moral compass for its inhabitants. In the years that followed, Jelani and Layla led the village with wisdom and benevolence. Inspired by Layla's passion for education and Jelani's commitment to fairness, they established a school where children from Naluba and neighboring villages could learn not only academic skills, but also lessons on integrity, respect, and community. This initiative strengthened the bonds within and between communities, promoting unity and collective growth. Jelani, who had always been deeply connected to the land, initiated agricultural projects that employed innovative techniques he learned during his travels and discussions with Layla. These projects not only increased the productivity of the local farms, but also ensured that the villagers had sustainable sources of food and income. His leadership in this area made Naluba a model for surrounding areas, attracting visitors from far and wide who came to learn and perhaps replicate their success. Meanwhile, Layla, whose wisdom was now widely respected, hosted gatherings for women from all around the region. These gatherings were aimed at empowering women through education and shared experiences, fostering a network of support that transcended village boundaries. Under her guidance, women found their voices, contributing more significantly to their communities, and thus enhancing the social fabric of their societies. The couple also focused on preserving the environment, aware of the delicate balance that sustained their community's way of life. They implemented conservation practices that protected the local wildlife and landscapes, which in turn maintained the natural beauty that drew so many to Naluba in the first place. As years turned into decades, the story of Jelani and Layla's love and leadership became intertwined with the identity of Naluba. Their initial struggles against Amina's schemes and their triumph were commemorated annually, not just as a celebration of their love, but as a festival of the community's resilience and unity. The festival featured storytelling, where elders recounted the tale to new generations, plays enacted by the village's children, and a feast that included dishes from various cultures represented in the community, symbolizing their unity and diversity. Their legacy was also cemented in the form of statues erected at the heart of the village, depicting Jelani and Layla hand in hand, looking toward the horizon. This monument served as a constant reminder of their journey and the values they instilled in Naluba. Jelani and Layla eventually passed on the leadership to their children, who had grown under their guidance, imbued with the same principles of love, respect, and community. These new leaders carried forward their parents' legacy, ensuring that the prosperity and harmony of Naluba continued. In their golden years, Jelani and Layla spent their days walking through the gardens of their compound, now grander and more lush than ever, surrounded by their grandchildren who listened eagerly to stories of their youth. The couple looked back on their lives with no regrets, knowing they had given their all to each other and to their beloved village. Their story, marked by trials, love, and ultimate victory over darkness, left a lasting imprint on the hearts of those who knew them and on the very soul of Naluba. It stood as a testament to the belief that love, when paired with action and integrity, can indeed transform the world.